First of all, we haven't talked since the win in Pittsburgh. So, what were your post-game thoughts that day?
We're really pleased to get the 3 points. It's a difficult place to go and play. I think we could have played with the ball a little bit better. And we didn't have a lot of the ball. But saying that, defensively, I thought we were excellent. We limited their chances, and everybody's commitment and attitude towards seeing the game through was first class.
I think as spectators or fans in those last moments, we get super nervous. What do you feel in those last moments when you're hanging on to a 2-1 lead?
Yeah, I mean, you go through all the emotions, all the players do and all the team does. And sometimes it goes for you and sometimes it doesn't. That's the nature of the beast. But the way we sort of controlled our defensive actions, I thought was really good. We didn't get pulled out of shape too much, too early. I was really pleased.
Just your feet, sorry. USL Tactics guy was asked when the last time a team won back-to-back years in Pittsburgh, and he got all the way back to 2016 and couldn't find any. I guess just how do you feel about the away form this team has right now?
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're pretty pleased with that. We've got a really tough game coming up. It's interesting because the 2 long trips, like bus rides that we've had, Memphis and Pittsburgh, we've come away with maximum points. So I'd be pleased if we add a couple of hours onto that bus ride and get 3 points from a 9-hour bus ride. That'd be really good.
Yeah, that would be good. Do you do anything different with it being a day later on Sunday?
No, I think we have to manage the load because of the travel. The 2 travels are, it's difficult because, I mean, the majority of players would have been back in their own homes at 4:30 in the morning. So that was something that we need to understand, that the lack of sleep that they've had, or a good sleep. So, we'll sort of train a little bit lighter going into the weekend, knowing that we've got that bus ride coming up. Great, isn't it?
Yeah. How do you feel the level in training has been in the last few weeks?
No different to what we've been doing, all season. We've been sticking to the plan, trying to, compete against each other, but also with a view of the opposition in mind. And we've got to be very wary of, the opposition, just behind us now. And Birmingham are a good team, very good in the attack, so we've got to make sure that defensively we're pretty switched on.
I think there's a really good balance in training of guys being, the camaraderie is great, but also days like today where the compete level is super high. Where do you kind of find that it's a happy place of that balance?
As long as they compete against the opponent, I don't mind. They can compete as much as they want. If I see them not competing on a Saturday, but competing in training, then I'll have conversations with them. But their ability to keep a good team spirit and a good camaraderie, while also pushing each other and driving each other to get better, I think is really good. But obviously, we can't take days off when match day comes around. You can't not get into challenges when you don't know the opponent personally, and you've got to make sure that you put that same level of commitment into the weekend's game.
I think one thing I kind of noticed today too is when you split up into 10v10. You look at the 10v10s and there's a couple of academy kids in there, but those are, pretty strong lineups that you really could throw out on the field. Can you just speak to kind of the depth of the group right now?
I mean, they're all good players. They're all improving, and we're ready that if one goes down, the other one needs to take his place. That's the situation. Carson Endelong didn't get on the field at the weekend, but because we lost, Tege Kolba, he came back into the fold. We lost Eunice, and Ben Mine steps in, no problem. And now is it the fact that Eunice might have to now step in if Ben has a weekend off, or a game where maybe he doesn't play as well. So yeah, we've got competition for places for sure.
Looking more specifically towards Birmingham, what do you see when you look at them on video and do some scouting?
Well, they have a really good ability to hurt teams quickly as well. They're very good in the attack. They leave themselves wide open. They give a couple of players free rolls, and we've got to make sure that we manage that, especially when we're in possession. Our preventative marking. So when we've got the ball, we've got to make sure that we're also marking their threats, because on transition they're pretty dangerous.